And I'm Beverly, for those of you who haven't taken the class with me before, so welcome. And in chair yoga, we do standing, so we'll just make sure that we have room. At the time, I will have you move chairs around, in other words, to either be able to see me or to do different aspects of shapes that we'll be doing in the class today. And one thing I always like to say is we do what we can. We use what we have, and we understand that it's your particular body and your particular needs and not what I'm doing that makes this a yoga class, right? There's no goal to accomplish here. No one's getting an A. You know, we're all in the same boat. So everybody just does what they're capable of doing. And yoga is more about breathing than movement. That's originally what it started out as, a meditation. And the only reason movement came out was to make that meditation possible. So we want to remember that. Let your body be your teacher, not the visual part or the part that you might be thinking is the way things should look or appear. Could you sign in, please? Okay, thank you. And just remember, if you're going to put some stuff down, just make sure everybody has enough space. Be careful if you have anything under your feet or under your chair. When we get up, we make sure that everybody's in a safe place. So come to sit where you can feel your connection with the seat, but your spine is lifted. So rather than let the chair support you, let's work through the back body here and keep a nice tall spine. So how are we going to make that happen? The feet connecting with the ground in that 90-90. So your knees are right above your ankles, your toes are touching the ground, and you're sitting up nice and tall. Is there no chair for you?
No. It's not that good.
Sorry, give us a moment here.
Yeah, that's okay. You go ahead. And I'll
You know what, ask Natasha down at the end of the hall, she'll get that for you. She'll get that set up. Place your palms gently onto your thighs and take a moment here to lift the shoulders up and roll them slightly back. See if it allows you to sit up a little taller. Now, you don't want that forced feeling like you're lengthening in an uncomfortable way. You want to be able to connect with the seat and know your body. You have that little natural curve in the bottom of the spine. Take a moment to bring your hands to your rib cage and then just gently bring them back slightly so you notice the lift up here. And imagine the crown of your head lifting like through the middle of your body up to the sky. I'm going to invite you to close your eyes here. We're going to work through a little bit of a body scan before we start class. So take an inhale breath through your nose and sigh it away. Take two more like that. Again, either eyes closed or very soft, looking towards the ground, not at me. Last one here. Now, bring your awareness to your feet. Just gently lift the toes up, not too much flexion and force here. And then replace the toes. Imagine a gentle lift in the curve of your arch and feel your whole foot on the floor. Take a moment to notice your shins and your calves and your knees. Feel the backs of your thighs against the chair and notice if you're holding any tension, perhaps gripping the thighs. Let it go. Feel your hands on your thighs. Are they gently placed, connecting with one another? And then notice how your elbows are dangling, giving the shoulders the opportunity to go downward, to move away from the ears. Notice your back body. As you inhale, let the ribs spread three-dimensionally. Feel that opening in the side body. And as you exhale, knit and narrow the ribs. Let's take that upper torso breath again. Inhale, feel the widening of the rib cage. And that beautiful knit and narrowing. Lengthen the back of your neck. And then bring the awareness into your face. Take a moment to soften the jaw, lick the lips, and relax the eyelids. Bring the awareness to the crown of the head and imagine it lifting up even taller towards the ceiling. Now with your next inhale, breathe in from the tip of your big toe all the way up to the crown of your head. And take a full, slow exhale from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes. Take 2 more breaths like that at your pace, but slow it down. Make the breath full. Make the breath long. When you've finished that last exhale, full, deep, and complete, bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. And in yoga, the breathing comes in and out through the nose if that's possible for you, creating that sound of your breath in the back of your throat, helping your awareness to stay with your breath. Inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, bring your chin down towards your fingertips. Slowly flutter open your eyes, release your palms down, and bring your chin up to neutral. Inhale, reach up, interlace fingers, flip palms, and press the arms up towards the ceiling. Really ground through your hips and reach up. As you exhale, release and float the arms down slowly with your breath. So as long as it takes you to exhale, that's how long it takes you to release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release as we start to connect the movement with our breath. Not going too fast, slowing down is the most difficult part. Exhale, slow it down. Let's keep the right hand where it is. Reach the left arm up. Keep the left hip planted and take a side bend over to your right. And think about rotating that left shoulder toward the ceiling rather than bringing your chest to the ground. Nice, everybody. Now frame the face with your right hand. Draw up through center. Pause here. Release the left arm. Inhale to reach up and take it over to your side. Now your right hip is going to stay planted as the rib cage reaches away. Framing the face once again and making your way to center. This time take hold of the left wrist. Draw it up first and exhale to take it over. And you have that bit of the push-pull here. Imagine your left hip pushing into the chair as you reach the left fingers away. Come back to center. Take the right wrist, reaching up first, and then taking it over. And again, you've got this effort of pressing and pulling. Inhale, come to center. Now take the arms shoulder width apart. Keep them nice and long, but notice if you're scrunching up here. Bring the shoulders down. Yes, frame the face. Imagine pulling the rib cage behind you rather than lifting up. Now we're going to take that side bend to the right once again, keeping the arms framing the face. We're not going too deep. Inhale to center. Exhale, take it to the left. Inhale to center. Now take both hands outside the right side of your chair. So we're all facing the brown door here, pressing into the palms. So lift your chest. And then as you exhale, take your chin towards your right shoulder. Look to the back of the room. So really rotate from your rib cage here. Staying for another breath. That inhale and exhale. And remember that full body scan. Release the tension. Now as you inhale, sweep the arms up. Trace the ceiling and take this all the way to your left. So press in once again and think about long spine. So maybe your left shoulder has to move back or your right shoulder. You want that nice stacked, tall upper body. You're going to look towards your left shoulder. And the chin stays neutral here. I want to think about it being parallel to the ground. One more breath. Inhale, lift up. And this time, rotate your wrists as we float the arms down. Extend both arms out in front of you. Bend the right arm with the palm facing towards you. Take hold underneath your tricep here and bring it up and overhead towards your back body. See if you can walk your hands slightly down. Release the hand. Use your own energy. Sit up tall. Now, as you exhale, we're going to bring that elbow towards the left hand. Not going to touch it, just starting to make the twists come here. Inhale up. Exhale to twist. Inhale up. And one more like that. Now extend the arm up, flip the palm, float the hand down. Let's take the left arm up, bending and facing your face with your palm. Lift and take it up and over to the back body. Use your hand to give you a little bit more space. And then take the hand away. Keep the elbow facing the sky. Exhale, left elbow comes across the midline of the body. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale, rotating the rib cage. Always taking the gaze and the neck with you so we don't put any extra pressure where we don't need it. Inhale to come up, extend the arm up and float it down. Let's bring the shoulders up to the ears, rotate them back and down. Take nice big circles here, make them as big as you feel comfortable. And the next time the elbows are down, take it in the opposite way. So rolling them nice and forward. Beautiful. And shake that out. Take both arms out in front of you. Bring the palms to touch. And then take the right hand and draw the bowstring back. Keep your gaze forward. Press your elbow back. Now we did this elbow overhead. Now we're reaching elbow behind. As you exhale, slide the arm forward. Take your left bowstring back. Press the elbow away, but look and reach away. So opposition again. You've got that push and pull. Come forward. I'm going to add on here. Inhale, take the bowstring back. And now as you exhale, gaze to your right hand and open the arms. Palms are facing in, thumbs are up, pinkies are down. Keep reaching away here. Look towards your back arm. Another beautiful, beautiful breath as you sit nice and tall. And let the inhale breath sweep that right arm front and forward. Let's draw the left bowstring back. Look at your left hand and then open it. So find that flow here as you float the arms away. Palms are facing inward. Sitting up really tall. And your next exhale, sweep the arm forward. We have one more. This one we'll just add it as a bit of a flow, a little bit more quickly. Work with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, sweep it forward. Release the arms down, shrug out the shoulders. Nice, everyone. I'm doing a lot of good arm work here, developing strength in the arms. Let's come to sit further towards the front of your chair. Take your feet with you. And I always give that cue. You don't want your feet behind you. We'll do that when we're standing up. You want your feet in line with your knees. So bring your feet forward, Monique. Yes, yes. You want that L shape. In yoga, we'll talk about tabletop. So that's how the shins would be on the mat, thighs right above the knees. Nice, everyone. take your hands to heart. Inhale, find cactus. As you exhale, push your back, roll down, slide the hands along the shins to the ground. Now inhale, come halfway up, press your palms into your shins, lengthen your spine, look at the ground and not nape. You want to keep that nice long neck. Now exhale, round the spine, float it down. Next inhale, press into your feet, sweep the arms wide, big circle, rising up. Exhale, hands to heart. And these are sun salutations. We do these standing in a traditional yoga class, and we get the same benefits doing them seated. Inhale to cactus. Exhale, pull the belly into the spine, round and float down. Inhale, come halfway, keep the back of your neck nice and long. Exhale, float it down. Now keep your left hand down, sweep the right arm to the side wall like an airplane wing. Reach it up and very slowly exhale, control the move, slowly float it down. Right hand stays, left arm sweeps up in the room or to the windows. Exhale, float it down. Now press into both feet again, big sun circle, rise up. Draw your hands to your heart. We have one more round, really starting to activate the blood flow here, moving the spine, rounding down, taking your half lift once again, lengthening, folding forward, left arm stays, right arm sweeps up, float it down, left arm sweeps up, float it down, press into both feet, lift up, rise all the way to the ceiling. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a moment here, close your eyes. Let's take an inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. Open your eyes, release your hands, and let's separate the feet. Keep them parallel for a moment. So line them up with the edges of your chair. And then turn your toes out. Now from here, let's turn the toes in. So let them face in. The knees will move with you. Let's take this 2 more times. So opening and then bringing them together. We have 1 more at each. Now come back to that parallel, and this time turn the toes at a 45-degree angle. Take your left hand to your hip and the inside, back side of your right hand inside your knee. Inhale, sitting nice and tall. And as you exhale, float the hand down towards your ankle. Now press the arm and the leg together and open up your left shoulder. You can bring your chin towards the shoulder, or you can look towards the floor, whatever's more comfortable for you. Inhale, slide out, and let's reverse the arm position. Right hand to hip, back of the left hand inside. Exhale, slide down. Now here, find that push-pull. Push the arm and close the knee together. So you're going to open up your right shoulder by doing so. Inhale to slide out. Hands to the hips, adding on. Always an option to stay with the first one. Exhale to slide down. Connect your arm and leg, roll your left shoulder toward the sky. Now, if your chin comes toward the shoulder, you have the option to lift the arm toward the ceiling. So that left arm reaches up, right hand reaches down, like a beautiful triangle here. Bend the elbow, bring the hand back to the hip, and slide on out. And let's take this on the other side. Exhale, slide down, move one essence at a time. Press together, roll open, look towards the right shoulder, and then right arm to the ceiling. Think about your fingertips reaching away from one another. Middle thumb of left hand, middle thumb of right hand, middle finger, excuse me. Exhale, bend, bring your hand to your hip, and inhale, rise up. We have 1 more. Back of hand connection, rolling down. Shoulder lifts toward the sky as the arm comes up. Now this is your second option. Third option is to take the hand behind the head so that elbow lifts up just like we did seated before. Now we're going to take that exhale and rotate that left elbow down towards the right foot. Inhale, come up, and lift the arm back to the sky, take the hand to the hip and slide out. Taking this on your left, lowering down, turning the shoulder towards the ceiling, lifting the arm, and maybe bending the elbow, taking the hand behind the head. Remember, that's always an option, not a necessity. The elbow's lifted. As you exhale, rotate it down towards your left. Now, as you inhale, elbow comes up, extend the arm to the ceiling, bend the elbow, take it to the hip, and slide them down. Nice, everyone. Shrug the shoulders, rock them, roll them. Take your arms out into a T shape. Flip the palms to the back of the room, and then press the arms away from you as you lift the chest. Let's take a nice flexion of the spine. Now, as you exhale, round and bring your fingertips together. Spine is toward the back of your chair. We're going to take that 2 more times. So almost swim the arms, the palms face behind you. Exhale, hollow out the belly, round. One more seated cat-cow, just like this. Here's our cow. And the last one, here's our cat. Go back to neutral. Release the hands. Take them back to that T shape. We're going to take the left hand over to the right ankle, right arm to the sky. Inhale, rise up to center. Right arm to the left ankle. Inhale to center. So use your core here. We have 2 more, 1 to each side. And then again. So we're doing 2 more sets of these. Such a gym word I don't like to use. Repetitions. And come up. And this is our last one. And come up. Release the hands down. Roll the shoulders. Do what you need to do. And let's toe heel those feet back in. Extend your right leg. Heel is on the floor. Toes are facing toward the ceiling. You have a little bend in the knee, that's fine. We're going to flex the foot and then point it, trying to reach the ground. So just imagine that happening. Flexing and pointing. And when we rush through things, we don't get the full expression of feeling everything. Come back to center, roll the foot out, then roll the foot in and take it back to neutral. Now make sure you're sitting pretty much well planted on the chair. You might need to even out your hips here. Inhale, lengthen your arms. We're going to take a flat back here. So that means we're just coming to the middle of the room. As you hollow out the belly, keep the long spine, reach forward, not rounding down. Fingertips come to the front of the room. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, float it forward, a nice flat back, no deeper than that. Inhale up. Now on the next one, you can repeat that, or this time, frame the foot, let the spine round, and maybe the hands come down outside your calves, let them dangle. And then with your inhale breath, nice sweeping of the arms up. Exhale, float them down. Take that right leg and bring it out to the side like a gate. Now don't turn yourself to face the leg. You're going to face your right knee. So you're still facing the front of the room. And it's like my leg just opened like a gate, right? Inhale the arms up and exhale, take them to a T. Now we're going to bring that right hand inside that left knee and lift the left arm up, taking a triangle pose. This is our seated triangle. Inhale to lift up, release the hands down. And now we're going to lengthen out that leg. So turn slightly so you can put the sole of your foot on the floor. So now I just shifted myself. I'm not opening here. Close the leg, arms are out in a T. We're going to reach toward the left. Keep yourself high. We're not dipping down. We're actually going to take that left hand up towards the corner of the room. Nice, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I wish at home you could see how good we all look. Let's take that again. Come back to center. One more time. Reach, reach, reach in your beautiful reaching pose. Come to center. Release the hands and swing that leg back in. Reposition yourself so you're towards the edge of the chair. That right foot's going to stay firmly planted. We're going to extend the left. A little bend in the knee. We don't want to hyperextend anything. Flexing the foot and pointing. Flexing and pointing. And one more. Come to neutral, toes face the sky. We're going to roll them out and then roll them in. Come back to center. Lifting your arms, nice long spine, flat back only. Exhale, hollow out the belly. Reach away as you press your tailbone into the chair. Inhale, lift up. So really developing a lot of strength in the back of the body by controlling the move and not allowing momentum to take us down. On this one, we will round the back and allow the hands to come down towards the ground. Let the fingers dangle here. And with your next inhale, sweep them forward and up. And exhale to release. Slide the foot back in. And now that left leg's going to open like a gate. It's not how far open you go. You just want to keep your body forward first. Take your arms out into a T. And we're going to take the back of the left hand inside the knee and the right arm to the sky. Nice. Reach up with your right hand. Beautiful triangles here. Inhale, come back to center. Place the hands down as you extend this leg and rotate the foot. So the side of the foot or the sole of the foot is on the ground. Have a nice long leg. Your knee is facing forward rather than up. That's probably a really good cue. Arms come to a T. And the right hand's going to reach to the corner of the room at the top between where the ceiling and the wall meet. Nice. So use that core to come back to center. Right? The side body is really active here. We're coming into some beautiful, supportive yoga poses. Reach up one more time. Come back to center. Release your hands and sweep that leg back in. Pedal out the feet. I think we will come to some standing now. So now we want to bring the feet back. And what I mean by that is the feet come behind the knees in order to give us the ability to come out of the chair. So move your feet where they need to be. Your hips are both on the chair. We're going to take the palms and Velcro them to the thighs. So we'll come up only halfway first and do that little bit of a hover. And in yoga, we call this chair pose. So pressing into your thighs, we're going to lift the hips up and we're going to move the hips back so the knees come behind the toes. Now press into your palms, start to lengthen through your back body, and then maybe your arms come here. Engage the core to keep yourself nice and stable here. Now take your hands back to your thighs, slowly come back down. Resist that gravity. Yes, beautiful, everyone. Now take a moment to inhale and exhale. A little pause here before we come up. We'll start with that same pause and then come all the way up. Palms are connected into thighs, feet are behind the knees. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Next inhale, press into the thighs, lift your hips up gently, move the hips back towards the seat of your chair, lift the arms at a 45-degree angle, press into your feet and lift all the way up. Float the arms down. Stay where you are. I'm just going to move because I'm not in my best visual for the people at home. So stay right where you are. Inhale, lift your arms up. Take hold of that left wrist. Reach it up and take it over. Now both feet are nice and planted here. Your left rib cage is facing the sky. Inhale to center. Take your right wrist, reach it up, and come to the other side. Now your right ribs are reaching toward the ceiling. Inhale, come to center. Take your hands into your back pockets. All 10 fingers are facing the ground. Roll your shoulders back first. Then use your hands at your lower back to gently push the hips forward. The chin comes up toward the ceiling. If your neck is compromised, keep the chin down. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, take your hands to the heart. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take your hands to your hips. Inhale, rise up. And we're going to use those hands to come to a flat back. So tilt yourself forward. Crown of the head is going to face me. Your gaze is towards the ground. Now notice the movement in your feet as you start to make sure your balance stays. And press your hips away from you. So keeping nice and tall here. Tall meaning your legs are long. And then your back body is actively supporting you. Inhale, rise up. Open the legs now nice and wide, but keep all 10 toes facing the front of the room. No turn out, right? So turn your feet so that your toes are right in front of your ankles. Nice. Hands to the hips. I'm going to take that same movement. Take an inhale breath. Use your hands to kind of fold forward here. Draw that belly in. Find your nice flat spine and shift the weight from pushing your hips to the back of the room. Keep them over your ankles. And then inhale to rise up. Let's toe heel the feet together. And come to stand in the front of your chair. So I think you're over there already, which is great. We're going to step back for people at home. Hands to the hips to start. And we're going to step that right foot open and wide. We're going to use what we did seated before when we did a few of these triangle poses. The left toes are going to turn to face your side wall. The right foot can stay right where it is, or maybe just turn a slight 45-degree angle. And then hips are stacked side by side. I like that, everyone. No one turn to face that foot. You still want to be facing forward. Take your arms into a T again. And that right hip, is going to move to the right. And we're going to start by using that left hand reaching up toward that ceiling. Right, we're reaching up toward that corner there. Both legs stay straight. Now come back to center. Bring the arm level. Move that right hip to the right. Reach out all the way straight across the room with your left hand. Come back to center. Move the right hip away. This time we're going to take that left hand down to the seat of the chair and the right arm up. If the chair is far away, a block is good. You can be on fingertips, or you can take your hand to the inside of your leg. You don't have to be deep. You need to be in a triangle shape, and that's beautiful. Now use your core. Inhale, come right back up, arms into a T. Take the hands to your hips, turn the toes forward, and shift your weight into the left. Bring the right to meet it. And allow your feet. Get yourself back in the middle of the chair because you want to be able to touch the seat again. If you're on the side of the chair, you're not going to have that space. Open your left leg wide. Right toes are going to turn to the right wall. Left toes slightly in. Arms come directly over the hips. We're going to move the left hip to the left, and this time we're going to reach up again, just like we did toward the corner of the room there where the ceiling meets the wall. And then come back to center. Move the left hip to the left, and we're going to reach directly out to the side wall. Come back to center. Left hip moves the opposite way, and this time the right hand's going to come down. Left arm up. So right hand either to the chair, maybe to the inside of your leg, a block if you're at home. One more breath, and then keeping your legs straight, come back to center. Take your hands to your hips, turn your toes forward, and pop that left to meet the right. Pedal out your feet. We come to the back of our chairs. So I'm going to turn mine for the visual at home. Your chairs only need to move if you need to accommodate people who might be too close to you. So facing the back of your chair, we're going to start to work a little bit on balance today. The balance is off. You're going to keep the heel of your foot down, and I'll explain how we're going to do that. So both hands are going to be on the back of the chair. We're going to step the left leg back and stay on the ball of the foot, right? So that's going to be my balance. If that's challenging today, lower the heel. Otherwise, If you'd like to start to develop some more balance and work on bone strength, this is where you want to be. Hands are here. Be careful of being leaning forward. You're never going to come up. Make sure you can sit nice and tall over your own hips. Now, option here to try with one arm or maybe two arms. So we're working on balance here. Inhale, straighten your front leg. As you exhale, bring your arms into cactus. Bend that front knee. So the back leg is not moving. We're working from the front knee and the toes behind us. That's what's keeping the balance. Remember, one hand can be on the back of the chair. Inhale, one more. And this exhale, lower your hands and lower the heel. So the heel is now on the floor. We're going to cartwheel open that left hand to the back of the room. The right arm stays forward, finding warrior two. Opposite twist, right. Right arm forward, left arm back. Beautiful. So the arm that's over the front leg, she's on the other side. She'll just switch it. Yeah, fine. Look towards your front hand. Now drop the back arm along your thigh. Flip your front palm. Follow it up and over. Reaching away for peaceful warriors. We're reaching Tanya to the back of the room. The other way. Other hand. Yes, you got it. You got it. Hey, it's okay. Come back to your warrior two. Beautiful, everyone. Now drop that front palm, flip the back palm, and take it up and over. Extended side angle. So we're moving to the front of the room. Yeah, you got it. That's all. I know, things are in the way. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Nice, everyone. Bring both hands to the chair, pivot on the back foot, and send it forward. Bend the knees, pedal out the feet, do a little bit of prancing here. I'm going to take that on the other side. I'm going to turn for the visual. I'll stay where you are. We're going to come up onto the ball of the back foot. So right leg comes back. We're on the ball of the foot. Front knee is bent. Remember where your chest is. If you're leaning forward, that's not going to give you the balance. One arm up or two arms up, your choice. Going to straighten the legs to lift up. We're going to exhale into cactus. Remember, one hand can be down. You can be doing this just like this. You're still working that balance. You're still working the bone density. Let's take one more. Take both hands back to the chair. Lower that back heel now so the sole of the foot's on the ground. We're going to swing open that right arm, finding your warrior two. So left arm is forward, right arm is back. Nice, everyone. Beautiful. If your arms are lifted in that T shape, take the shoulders away from your ears. Really reach out. Drop the back arm along your thigh. Flip your front palm. Follow it up and over. Peaceful warrior. Nice. Reaching toward the back of the room. Coming back into your warrior two. Dropping the front hand. Flip the back palm. Take it up and over to the back of your chair. Reaching to the front of the room. Nice, everybody. Come back to your warrior two. Take both hands to the back of the chair as you pivot onto the ball of your foot and step it forward. Pedal out your feet. Take yourself, torso's distance away from your chair. You're going to need to adjust this as you find yourself in the shape. Take your hands to the back of the chair. You want to keep your hips and legs together. So I can tell right now, I need to walk back gently so I can keep the nice L shape. See if your ears can come inside your arms. Look down towards the ground and imagine your back being parallel with the floor. Press your thighs away from you. Lengthen and lift your tailbone to the wall behind you. Another breath here. And then as you inhale, start to walk yourself back closer to the chair. Take a nice inhale breath. Exhale, hands to your heart. Now we're going to turn the chair so you're facing the seat of your chair. So everybody stays where they are, just simply turn your chair around. Slide it sideways so that they can see yours as well, just like that. Standing about 12 inches away from the chair. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, bring the hands down to the chair. Now, as you inhale, press into the arms again, lengthen them out, and find that same shape we just found at the back of the chair. This time we're just supported with our hands, elbows nice and long. Now, as you exhale, just gently bend the knees and the elbows. Inhale, lengthen both. Exhale, bend. Inhale, lengthen. One more, exhale, inhale. Now move the right hand to the center of your chair. You're going to bend the right knee and lift the left arm to the sky, taking a twist. Lower left hand, place it where the right was, bend the left knee and lift the right arm up. Beautiful, everyone. I love the coordination. We're going to take two more of each. So as we place, we bend and lift. We place, bend, and lift. One more for each side. Place, bend, and lift. And then the last one. Beautiful. Both hands on the chair. Walk your hands toward the edge of the chair. Gently bend your knees, take your hands to your hips, and safely rise up. Beautiful. Pedal out the feet. And then we'll turn the chairs around again. And come behind your chair, which we all are. We'll work on some additional balance poses here. So starting with hands on the back of the chair, extend the right leg out, coming onto the toe. So the heel of the foot is lifted. Right here is balance, right? Lift the left arm into a Y shape. So we're not out. We've got almost like a half of the letter X going here. Lift the right arm up into that Y shape and just lift up here. Midline of the body draws up. Lower the left, lower the right, and slide the foot in. Pedal out the feet. We're going to keep adding on to this. Both hands stay first. Left leg comes out. We're on the toe. Not a flat foot here. That's where balance comes in. Right arm opens into that Y. Left arm opens into that Y. Reach your fingertips away. Lift really from your heart. Lower the hands one at a time. Slide the foot back in. Shake it out. Option to take the same position, or we can add on for balance here. Extend your right leg. Pull up through your standing leg. Find your balance. Imagine your belly pulling up and back. Lift that left arm. Now, before the right arm comes up, we're going to lift the right foot off. This is option 2. You can stay right here. Option 3, right arm comes up into a starfish. Now you're really rooting through that standing leg. Let's lower one hand. Let's lower the toe. Other hand, slide it in. Shake it out. We always have some moments here that we might need to release. Both hands on the back of the chair. We're going to extend that left foot, finding that toe on the ground first. Pull up through your standing leg. Picture the visual part of it, right? We're lifting up all the way through the crown of the head. Right arm comes up. Now the foot comes up off the floor first. Remember, this is a second option. Right here, you're working so much strength. Or option 2, extend the other. Now remember, the toe can tap back down. Right? We only learn balance when we practice it and come out of it and fall out of it. Lower your right hand, drop the foot. Lower the other, slide it in, shake it out. So much to do in yoga. All good stuff. Let's take the feet chair width apart. with the toes turned out. This is a bit of a balance too, and also works a lot of the muscles in the feet. If you're leaning into the chair, I want you to take a moment to think about your hips and shoulders being in line. So we're not leaning forward. Now, different heights, if you're really tall, the chair is far away, but everybody's arm length seems pretty much okay here. So we're gonna use fingertips. So just a gentle bit of balance help here. We're gonna lift up the heels and come up toward the balls of the feet and up towards the toes. Now, reverse that very slowly. So the balls of the feet, the arches, and the last thing that taps down is the heels. As you come up, notice the tightening through the gluteal muscles. We're going to add that again. So coming back up, holding at the top, take your pause right here, and reverse it slowly. Relax everything for a moment. I'm going to take that one more time, adding on here. So inhale to come up. Now stay lifted. We're going to drop the right heel, so we have to bend the left knee. Come back up to center. Drop the left heel, bend the right knee. You've got this, beautiful. Come to center. Take one more to each side. Center. Now lift both up and slowly come back down. Toe, heel, and feet in. And pedal out the feet. Let's roll the wrists. We're doing a lot of different work here. Roll out the wrists, let it all go. Shrug the shoulders. And then I'm going to turn my chair. You stay right where you are. We're going to step the left foot back at a short and wide stance. By that I mean the toes are still going to face the back of the chair. We're just taking a step back as though if I was going to walk, my legs are just, being able to move. And there's a railroad stance. That means not tightrope. Tightrope would be like this. Railroad means two separate parallel feet. So the left leg is back, the right foot is forward. Take your forearms down to the back of the chair and shift that right hip back for a moment, the left foot forward. Keep a nice long spine, press your thighs away. This should activate a sensation perhaps in that right leg. Once you make that gentle switch, you'll feel this. This is our pyramid pose. Place your hands back, lift up and shift that leg forward. And we'll take it on the other side. So coming into pyramid this way, coming down to forearms. Once you come to your forearms, that left hip wants to move toward the back of the chair. Send it to the back of the room as you juggle that right hip slightly forward. Just make that little bit of transition here, like wagging your tail. Keep your gaze downward. And then come back to your palms. Step that back foot forward and pedal out the feet. I'm going to take one more standing pose. Let me turn my chair around. Let's come back to the front of the chair. Get a little bit more in the waist part here. Let's step that right leg open again, just like we did before, in triangle. Turn the left toes to face the side wall. And this time we're going to bend the knee. That's what's going to make this different. Take your arms out into a T and take the left hand down to the chair. Sweep the right arm up and then sweep the right arm over the ear, reaching away. Keep pressing into your right foot on the ground. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now use your core to rise back up. Take your hands to your hips, turn your toes forward, shift your weight, and take it over. We've done this before. Center yourself again. Open your left. Turn your right toes to the side wall. Bend your front knee, which is your right knee right now. Take your hands to a T and take that right hand down, left arm up, and then exhale it over your ear. Extended side angle. Nice, everybody. So that front knee is bent. You have a nice bend in that right knee. Inhale, come to your warrior two pose. Hands to hips, turn the toes forward and hop it in. Pedal out the feet. Let's take a beautiful standing sunrise. Inhale. Exhale your hands to your heart. Take one more just like that. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. And then come back to sit. Keeping that nice long spine as we did before. We're going to take the right thigh over the left, just like a seated cross-legged pose. Not available, cross at the ankle. You know, there are so many other options. Take your arms out into a T, right arm under the left. Now you have genie. You have eagle. Take what feels comfortable for you. Wherever you are, I'm going to take genie so people at home can see me and hear me better. Your elbows are in line with your shoulders. Think about that. If you're down here, I want you to think about coming to here. As you inhale, lift the elbows up. As you exhale, draw the belly in and round the spine to the back of your chair. Take this really slow. Inhale, elbows come to sky, the back body extending. Exhale, flexing forward. One more, just like that. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, floating forward. And come back to neutral, so your elbows are coming out right in line with your shoulders. And as you exhale, turn towards your right. Come back to center. Turn to the left. Come back to center, and then take the shirt off. Open the arms into a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Y shape. Fingers spread nice and wide. And then float them down. Uncross the leg. Let's take this on the other side. Left leg over right. Take a moment to reposition yourself. Open up your arms in a T. This time, left comes under right. You might notice that one side needs genie arms, one side needs eagle arms. Shoulders line up with, elbows line up with the shoulders. And as we inhale, the elbows come up, the back extends. And as we exhale, we really exaggerate that rounded spine to the back of the chair. Inhale, elbows come up. Exhale. One more in. Exhale down. Inhale, come to that neutral place right here. Elbows coming out through the shoulders. Gentle twist to your left. Back to center. Twist to the right. Back to center. Take the shirt off. Exaggerate the move. Almost like a yawn. Take the hands down to the side, flip the palms, lift the heart, let the hands float down. Uncross the legs. Come to sit toward the edge of the chair. Take hold of the chair here, drop the legs to the right, push into the chair, not lifting the hip too much, but really allowing your body to start to open up here. Back to center, and take them over to the left. Back to center, and then start to allow yourself to fully sit on the chair. So walk your hips back. Let your back body be supported now. Use the chair. Find the grounding sensation. Now your palms can be down on the thighs or your palms can be up. Find what works for you. And coming into Shavasana, our final resting pose, I invite you to close your eyes here. Take an inhale through the nose and a full, deep, complete exhale through the nose. Let's stay with that nasal breath right now. As you inhale, slowly float the breath from your toes up to the crown of your head. And let this exhale be long and deep as the breath flows from the crown of the head down to the toes. Take 3 more like that, breathing slowly and quietly. and keeping your awareness on your breath. Letting everything that did or did not happen go. Being present to absorb the benefits of this beautiful practice you just participated in. Giving yourself the opportunity to allow the peace and serenity to enter the cells of your body. And perhaps enable you to bring this to others whom you meet along your way today. Now bring your hands over your heart, one palm on top of another. Take an inhale breath through your nose, and a big sigh out the mouth. Ah. May sun shine down upon you, may love fill your heart, and may your inner light guide you on your way. Your practice is a gift, and I thank you for being here on this beautiful last Monday in February. Namaste.